Isi.
Iya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today? Full. Okay. Do you wanna ask how am I today?
No.
Why are you here, sir?
First of all, I need one of you to lead the prayer. Isi.
Iya.
We are gonna learning about explanation text. Do you guys have any idea what is explanation text?
No. Text to explain. Explain.
It's good, okay. The definition of explanation text is a type of text that narrates or describe the process of events, natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. So, explanation text is text to describe some event. It contains how and why aspects of the occurrence of particular phenomena. In explanation text, it will be explained how and why something happened. It will be explained sequentially or detailed, event by event. For the generic structure, there is several generic structure of explanation text. The first is title. So, anyone have any idea how title works?
Gitu.
When you see title of things, what do you think?
Gitu.
For to know the things.
The text, okay. Title is important because it tells the overview of the text. So by the title, we can know how the text will describe, what is described. For this text, the title is floating. So, what do you know about the text if the title is floating? Anyone? Water, okay. Anissa?
I don't know, sir.
So yeah, by flooding, the first one is water. Okay, Putri, what are you thinking about flooding?
A lot of water.
First, say another thing,
Drowning. A fish.
Because of trash.
trash. Okay.
Disease.
So we have the idea of the text by the title, right?
Right.
After the title, we go into the general statement. Any idea what is general statement, Vira?
General.
Come from the name. What it mean by general?
In Indonesia.
In Indonesia, it mean umum.
Ya. Apa? Paragraf umum tentang judul.
About the text.
Yes,
It's a statement that is general. So the statement will be broad and general. In this part of text, it will contain statement that everyone can connect to. So in the general statement, we can think something that general about flooding. In this text, the general is a devastating occurrence because everyone knows that flooding is a devastating occurrence. Okay, Andika, read the general statement.
Flooding is a common and devastating occurrence, particularly intensely populated city like Jakarta, Indonesia. The frequent incident of flooding poses a significant threat, resulting in numerous victims. Have you ever wondered about the process that lead to the flood? Let's explore both the natural and human induction factor.
So from the first paragraph, what are the general statements?
Flooding is common
Flooding is common, good. And next?
until Indonesia.
In Indonesia, okay. And that is the second sentence. the frequent incident of flooding pose a significant threat. So, in general, flooding will pose a significant threat to numerous victims. Next is the sequence of explanation. Wanda, read the explanation.
Or
The second paragraph only.
flooding can occur naturally. It all starts with rainfall impacting the Earth's surface. The ground absorbs this rainwater, directing it to lower areas. Subsequently, evaporation brings the water back to the surface. However, when flooding affects inhabited regions, it becomes catastrophic, carrying away structure, medicinal furniture, and even endangering lives.
So the next is the third paragraph, Siska. Please read it.
On the other hand, human industry from flooding is often a result of environmental neglect or habits such as littering, obstruction, natural water flow. This leads to the accumulation of water in landfills, becoming a prevalent issue. When water reservoirs reach their capacity, overflow occurs, resulting in widespread flooding.
Okay, so what do you get from the sequence of explanation? What is the sequence of explanation? Siska.
I do not know.
Okay, I will explain it for you. So the sequence explanation is the explanation that explains the cause and effect of some events. It's also explain how and why the event is occurring. So in the sequence explanation is explained by sequence. So it's first what happened, and then the second what happened, and then what is the effect of the thing that happened before. There is sequence explanation. Any question?
No.
Maybe not.
No.
The next is conclusion. Anissa, read it.
Flooding is a complex phenomenon influenced by both natural processes like rainfall and human action, such as environmental neglect. Understanding this process is crucial for formulating effective preventive measures and mitigating the profound impact of floods on communities.
Okay, finish. So what can you say about conclusion?
What's that?
So what do you think about conclusion?
Is conclusion is what? I use bahasa. No, okay. The flooding is a complex phenomenon influenced by both natural process like rainfall and human action.
So in your conclusion, flooding is caused by human and natural process.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the conclusion of the text. But the meaning of the conclusion in a explanation text is so conclusion is the part when they summarize the text. So in the conclusion is summarize of the text, and it also contains the author opinion about the events. So in the flooding here, the author say that flooding is caused by both natural and human actions, and it summarizes what that state in a general statement and sequence of explanation. So that is conclusion. Next is the language feature of the explanation text. The first one is explanation of process that occur. Because this is explanation text, of course it will explain what happened in the event. So here it explains how rain will affect the earth surface, and then it will become flood if it's too much water. And then after that human bring out the trash and make it worse. The next is simple present tense. Simple present tense. Simple present tense is tenses that explain what happened now or something that you always do. In this text, the simple present is flooding is a common and devastating occurrence because it's a simple present tense because its content is a auxiliary that often found in a simple present tense. Okay, before we jump into next passive voice, I need you to play some games. Can you do it?
Sir.
No.
Yes.
The game is simple.
What's game, sir? What's game?
The rule is simple. When I say morning, you will clap once.
One.
And if I say noon, you will clap 2 times. And if I say night, you don't clap. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Repeat.
If I say morning, you clap once. If I say noon, you clap twice. But if I say night, you don't clap. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So, we start. Morning, night. Yeah.
Mister, sorry, it's too
Fast.
difficult to difference about noon and night.
Noon and night.
Okay.
Afternoon, how about it? Afternoon and night.
Okay. We use afternoon. So let's start again. Afternoon, night. Afternoon, night. Morning, afternoon, night. Night, morning, afternoon. Okay, good. So the next we are going to talk about passive voice. In explanation text, they use passive voice to express what happened. In this text, there is only one passive voice. Influence. So, passive voice. Anyone know what is passive voice?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Anyone have any idea?
No,
No, sir.
So, passive voice is a sentence where the subject is the one that affected by the action contained in the verb. So, in a passive voice, the subject does nothing but have the impact of the action, and the object will do the action. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, if I say the ball is kicked by me, it's a passive voice because the ball doesn't do anything but get affected by the action that did by the object. Do you understand? Okay, the next is abstract noun. Do you guys have any idea what is abstract noun?
No.
Just start.
So you guys know about noun, right?
Yes.
What is noun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a word that has a physical or something. Yes, it's kata benda. So, but abstract noun doesn't have any physical It's a concrete shape. So the abstract noun it's more like idea, concept, or concept. If a ball, you can see a ball. It's a thing, right? But when we are talking about the truth, it's more abstract because it doesn't have a real body or a concrete shape. That's what abstract noun is. The next is action verb. Action verb is verb that contain action. So in action verb, you can observe what happened in the action. You can observe with your sense. So you can see, you can touch, you can hear what happened. For example, absorb. If some sponge absorb water, you can see the water goes away in the sponge, right? Or brings. When I bring you something, you can see that I bring you. For example, this mic. If I bring you mic, you can see I doing that, right? That is action verb. The next is technical terms. Technical terms here is the term that describe a technical meaning. So the term is can be a scientific terms or something that can be described in this topic. So the example are environmental neglect. This word has a strong connection to the flooding, and it's technical. And the other is inhabited regions. It's also a technical term. Okay, that's the end of the material. Any question?
No!
I'm sleepy here.
No, sir.
So sleepy.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Maybe.
So if there is no question, I need you to do something for me.
No,
Sir.
Why? I'm tired.
I will give you some tasks to do. Okay?
Yes.
Please open our group and open the file that I give you.
No.
Open it. I want you to take some time and answer the question number 1 until 10. Can you do it for me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, it's start now. Do you guys finish?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, who's gonna answer question number 1?
Me. Putri.
Okay, first read the text.
Oh my god. Explanation text. How does a tsunami occur? We all recognize that tsunami are the sequence of potent and destructive waves. Tsunami are the most lethal wave due to their incredible fast speed. But do you know how a tsunami occurs? The term tsunami originates from Japan, with tu meaning harbor and nami meaning wave. Typically, they are triggered by earthquakes, landslides, or volcanic eruption in or near an ocean. Following some form of underwater disturbance, energy rise to sea level, propelling water high into the air. Gravity takes over, pulling it down and causing the water to disperse in various directions. As a tsunami approaches the shore, the energy within the wave becomes compressed. Consequently, the water is pushed up calm, resulting in a powerful tsunami if the trough reaches the shoreline first. It causes the tide to dramatically reset. Tsunami occur due to natural disaster like earthquake or volcanic eruption. Those living near the shoreline must be cautioned as they face threat from tsunami during earthquakes. Number 1. What is the main idea of the text? B. How tsunami occur and their characteristic.
Why it's not A?
A. Tsunami have Japan origin. Why it's not A? Because A. Tsunami have Japanese origin itu terletak in second paragraph, sir.
Okay.
The main idea, I think, in the first paragraph, how tsunami occur and their characteristics.
So it's good. So A, the tsunami have Japanese origin. It's in the text, but it's not conclude what other paragraph say. So B, how tsunami occur and their characteristic, is in all the paragraph. So the paragraph is explain how tsunami occurs and the characteristic. So that's why the answer is B. For the second question, who is gonna answer?
Me.
So the number 2, what does tsunami means in Japanese?
The answer is C. Su meaning harbor and nami meaning wave.
Okay, good. So the number 2 answer is on the paragraph 2 in the first sentence.
Yes.
It said that su meaning harbor and nami meaning wave. Good. Number 3.
Answer.
Okay. Blah 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 causing the water to disperse in various directions. What is the synonym for the word disperse?
D.
Scatter. Oh.
Yes.
D scatter. Okay, so from all the answer, gather, down, broadcast, and scatter. Scatter is the one who is more closely related to disperse. Good. So number 4.
Arti.
As a tsunami approaches the shore, the energy within the wave becomes compressed. The sentence falls under which generic structure is explanation,
Why it is called explanation?
because it explains the first thing about tsunami.
Okay, good. So is gonna answer the question number 5.
According to the conclusion, why does a tsunami fall into the same category as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions? The answer is B. They occur due to natural disasters.
Okay, good. So why A is not right? It's because it's all natural phenomenon and it's not human action, so it's not A. And the C, they are considered God's breath. It's not related to the text because we are talking about how tsunami happen naturally. And the D, they all frequent occurrence is not explained in the text. So the perfect answer is B. They occur due to natural disasters. Okay. So after answering and learning about explanation text, what we can say about explanation text?
It's explains the event.
So explanation text explain an event.
Yes.
And phenomena.
Phenomena. Good.
Explain how and why the event or phenomena is happen.
Good.
Yes.
And then what is the generic structure of explanation text? That is for
Simple present.
Simple present.
The generic structure.
Oh.
Title.
Title.
Conclusion.
No.
Conclusion is the last part. So what is the second one?
General.
General statement. The third?
Explanation.
Explanation. Okay, good. And the last is conclusion. Okay, about the language feature. Simple present. Passive.
Action form.
Sequences, explanation, action verb,
And the other.
and the others. Good. So, you guys already learned about explanation text, and it's good.
Good.
No further question.
No. That's enough.
Okay, if you all understand, that's enough for me. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.